Come with me to do my other daughter's nails. Ignore that blue that's under her nail. I tried so hard to get it off. It's a permanent marker that she went a little crazy with. It just wasn't coming off for anything underneath the nail, so we're just gonna work around it. I know it looks so gross. Just ignore it. Starting with pushing back the cuticles. My daughter loves having her nails done, but she is a little bit more sensitive than the other two kids. So in the past, I have clipped her cuticles, but this time I'm not going to. I'm just going to buff them the same way I did with my younger daughter. She also really doesn't like the drill. She's kind of scared of it, so we're not going to use it initially. We will use it later to seal the cuticles once the Gel X is actually on her nails. And she is pretty delicate with her hands, so I trust that this is going to be enough etching for her nails. So this is the dehydrator. I've already cleaned her nails with rubbing alcohol and gotten the dust off. And then we'll put some glue on the tip of her nail and then also on the round part of the Gel X nail before placing her under the lamp to flash cure for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then this nail had a little bit of an air bubble at the tip, so I was using a detail brush to fill in that air bubble with some glue. Now here we are shaping the nails. We're just cutting the corners so that we can make them more rounded. Initially we were going to do a square shape, and we started that with the pinky, and then we kind of changed our mind to do more of an almond shape. So you'll see me looking at that pinky and trying to figure out if we need to make them all shorter to match, but I think we just ultimately decided to go with the length that we had on all of them, and the pinky is just going to be a little tiny bit shorter. And then this is us using the drill just to seal the cuticles, and I wish I would have got a better angle of this drill bit because it is absolutely my favorite drill bit. It is a carbide bit, and it is so tiny just because it's made for cuticles. I feel like I don't see anybody use this bit, and I don't know why, because it's so satisfying and it works so quickly. But here we are just cleaning up the nails with a buffer. I'm just trying to get those little straggly pieces off at the end after we already filed. And after we buff, we're using acetone to melt the nail tip into the natural nail. And usually at this point, I would add a builder gel on top to strengthen or add an apex. But because she's so little, I just don't really feel like that's necessary. It's just going to be too heavy on her fingies. And plus, these aren't really super long, so I think we can get away with how thin they are. And we did plan on doing quite a few layers of gel here because we did like a little layered effect. Starting with the pink that you see in our previous video that we used on her sister. And then I had to slow down this part so you could really see the pigment in these neon powders, but I was so excited to use these. And then we also did go back with the Pat Pat gel, which you'll see later. I was kind of just trying to figure out how to use these neon powders. I think I got the hang of it towards the end. But initially I was going to do like another aura or ombre effect. And then eventually this kind of mixed together, but that was fine. It still came out cute. And then this is us adding top coat, but we actually went back and did a base coat instead because we decided later to add chrome to the top, which was an excellent choice. It looks so cute. And here we're making the ombre effect with that Pat Pat gel, but I don't think I showed it on this video. I did put white Pat Pat gel down before I did this neon orange, so I think this showed up a lot better on her nails than it did on her sister's. And there's the chrome. It really, I feel like the video doesn't do it justice, but in person it looks so good with those neon colors underneath because you can see the pink and the orange in different lightings underneath the chrome. And then for one of the aura nails, we put blooming gel, and then we were going to do this hot pink color over top to mix like the light pink and the dark pink and the orange all together so that she would match both her brother and her sister. And then for the pinky nail, for the index finger, we decided to switch chromes and use this pink chrome, which I think is really cute, and it blends together the solid colors and the sparkly colors. And then at the last second, I remembered that I had these orange rhinestones, so we added 2 of those and 1 pink one just to add a little extra something to that one chrome nail. And we're all done. She is so cute, and she really loved her nails, and she even had an orange towel to match at the pool, which was very cute.